Salman Khan from me, HrishiKay, and everybody at Radio 1. Thank you for doing this.
Thank you, Rishi.
I love the fact that they've recreated a Russian circus here. How beautiful is that? So, Ali and gang must have really spent a lot of time trying to get these trapeze artists. Tell us about how that worked.
A lot of time and a lot more of money to get this Russian circus. It was like the hugest expense on this film was that circus. But it's looking good, it's turned out really well. And we had to get all these trapeze artists, and we had to get all these dancers and the costumes, and it was a big one.
Did you enjoy hanging with them? Do you meet and vibe with a couple of them? You know, the kind of stunts that they do and things?
They were dancing with me, they were doing all the action with me, so yeah.
Do you remember at Reclamation going to any circus? I remember going to Rambo and Gemini, and who took you in your earliest memories as a kid?
So, Rambo Circus, Apollo Circus, and Gemini Circus. I've seen all three of them.
Were you the clown kind of guy, or were you like the trapeze artist kind of guy, or the stunt kind of guy that you're doing in this movie?
So, the animals kind of guy, the elephants and the tigers and all that stuff. Yeah, I see horses. Yeah.
I love the fact that the 70-year-old you is so dignified and amazing. He's a frail man, but yet he can be tough. What were the references? He almost looks like an ex-4G. You know, did Ali have any references in mind? You have any references in mind for this 70-year-old man?
So my father today is 84, and he's younger than this 53-year-old man. So that was my reference.
Sunil Grover is such a dude. I mean, Sunil Grover is such a dude. I mean, you've been on his show and you've seen all these characters that he's played and this and that. But here he's doing the acting thing. He's not doing the mimicry thing. So just a bit about him, please.
So this must have been one of his most difficult works to do, because he's done so many characters over the years, and now to play himself. So he must have even forgotten what he himself is. You know, playing us every day some character or the same character over and over again, and not letting it come out a Gutti or a Mashur or Mr. Bachchan or Dharamji. So not letting any of these characters come in his own performance, which must have been very, very difficult for him to do, because no matter what, I mean, you're saying lines. When you say lines, sometimes your lines would sound like somebody else has delivered them, and especially if you're a mimicry artist. But one quality about Sunil, people think that he's a mimicry artist. I don't think he's a mimicry artist. He's a fantastic actor. I mean, so much so that what is not in his personality, even if he doesn't even look like those people, and he manages, to play them so well, and not mimic them, but play them.
Why did it take you so long to do a movie with Atul after Bodyguard? I mean, there must have been so many instances. There's so much mutual trust, respect. He's your Benoi. Why was it taking so long?
See, it didn't take me so long. It took Atul so long, because Atul wanted something after Bodyguard that had to be much, much bigger, much larger.
What do you think of Disha Patni? She's a fabulous dancer, a great gal, and she's a nice foil to you. Is she working in the circus? Is that what she does in this film?
Yeah. So, she's really good. She's very talented. Danced really well, looking really good. Yeah, she's done really well in the movie, yeah.
There is a phase where there's a lot of mining for oil and things like that, and that took me back to some great films of Yash Ji's in the past, like Kala Patthar and this and that, and you must have grown up on those films, and to play a guy who's excavating oil, that must have been pretty cool.
Yeah, it was difficult shooting. We shot in Abu Dhabi again I love shooting there. We shot at 45 degrees. It was nice and hot in the sand. It was good fun. And then the mines, where we put up sets as well, and hot. And
you prefer the hot to the cold, don't you?
Yeah, much preferred over the cold.
Now, Ali and you are great buds. I mean, he worked on Marigold, and then he's directed you. This is his third motion picture. Are you guys able to be buddies on the set, or is there a really professional, tough working relationship and you're able to set it aside saying, this is professional, this is personal?
So Ali, me, we're like not buddies. I'm like his older brother. So that's that. But like how Sohail and Arbaz, we all joke, we all have fun, we all hang out together. The same kind of relationship with Ali as well.
Do you have a best friend forever? Do you have like a BFF? Who would that be? Somebody you really care about and passionate about in Bollywood or otherwise, and who would that be?
So like yeah, there's Monish is like a childhood friend, and then there's lots of them. Sanju I've grown up with, and then there's Sajid is there, and then there are lots of friends.
And these are all your 2 a.m. calls.
Yeah, and then I've got some school friends as well. Most of them are not here, but whenever we meet like, we've not, like there's a friend of mine, Juggy, he lives in Dubai, one of my closest friends.
The thing is, you keep joking about the fact that, let's thank Priyanka for Katrina's fabulousness in this particular film. And you really mean that, don't you?
I really mean that. Of course I mean that. Yeah.
Because this wouldn't have happened if not for that.
Yeah, thank Nick as well.
That's a lovely one. The connection of Eid, your fans and you, this is such a happy family thing. It's almost a no-brainer that one Eid release has got to happen. Is every Eid memorable? Have there been particular Eids which have been great and memorable for you?
For us, our family, every festival, every day is memorable. So, right from Holi to Ganesh Chaturthi to Navratri to Christmas to Holi to Eid, for us, every festival is celebrated at home.
Lovely. For changing all these looks and your body profile, did you have to do some cardio, lose some weight? Do you like cardio? You come across more as a weights kind of person. And if you run, what kind of running do you do? Do you do it outdoors with a hoodie on? Do you get onto a treadmill? Do you do like interval training?
So I cycle a lot. And then I run, but I run in intervals. Like I count 30 a run, sprint for 30 seconds, then I walk for 30 seconds, sprint for 30 seconds. Then I play cricket, I play some sport, sometimes volleyball, whatever is there available. So I do that kind of stuff, yeah.
Working with Elvira, that must be special too, and considering that, she's behind the look of the whole film and she's damn good at her job. So talk about your sis.
What to say about her? She's a hard-working girl. She not only manages this, the clothes and the look and everything, but also most of the stuff at home.
I love the fact that, you cycle. That's really your contribution to the planet. Instead of using cars all the time, what other stuff are you doing to save the planet? We need that. We're having a crisis right now. You don't know what's going to happen. People using plastic and throwing all kinds of pollution into the sea.
Yeah, that's really sad. That is really, really sad. And I think everyone just talking about it and nobody doing anything about it. From water to your garbage to your plastic, you're taking it very lightly. And before you even know it, it's just going to come and hit us so hard. Today, that floods that happen, if it happens once again, we're screwed.
What's your favorite decade? What's the decade that you love the most? Are you a swinging 60s kind of guy, 70s kind of guy, 80s kind of guy? What kind of guy are you?
So music-wise, 80s, 90s, and then also different kind of music, the 70s, 60s, 70s. For me, every decade has been very, very generous to me. So for me, I've loved each and every decade.
In terms of style, what's the style with which decade gave the best style? What do you think?
So I think I'm still in the 80s.
Which is the one that you enjoyed most amongst all these wonderful characters? 6, 7 looks. Which is the one you enjoyed most? And
I enjoy playing the old man. It was a lot of fun playing that.
And to see that Maut Ka Kua, which is going round and round in circles with the stunts and things like that, I know you have tremendous respect for action gurus and dadas and stuntmen. How much of it was you, how much of it was them, and how much do you hang on the sets with them? Must be so special for them too.
So, when I was a kid, I've done this. So I've done this as Maut Ka Kua. I've done this. There used to be this. It's to happen at either at the Bandra Fair. There used to be this Maut Ka Kua there. So I've ridden there.
Cool. On a bike, yeah? And did you fall over a couple of times?
No. I used to ride. So I used to do jumps. I used to do wheelies and stuff like that. Now I don't do it anymore because अगर कुछ खुदा ना खास्ता हो गया तो 3-4 महीने गए. So I don't do it anymore. But we did some stuff here.
Last couple of questions. What's the most amazing travel destination you went to through the year, and why was it so amazing?
Panvel.
Farmhouse. Is it farming or just sacking out and chilling out and working?
Farming as well. So
What are you growing? I mean, what are the crops they're growing?
so now vegetables, we grow a lot of vegetables. पर वो सिर्फ family के काम आता है अभी तक तो and friends. So vegetables, fruits. So you got mangoes, you got chickus, you got jackfruit, we've got all the karwandas and the shahtuts and peru and the star fruit, bimli, coconut. So we got all these things there.
Why should somebody go into the theatres to watch Bharat? For Salman Khan, of course, but otherwise as a film, for the unit, for everything. What's the most brilliant thing about this?
I think everyone should go and watch Bharat because Bharat really needs to be watched.
We love you and thank you so much for this.
Thank you.